Man, 14% left. Still not that good. Hell overwent. SK95, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition. Last time, we helped HB out with one of his affinity missions, and we're almost done with him entirely. This time, though, we're going to be doing another affinity mission, but this time for somebody else in the party. I believe you know who they are. They are named Alexa. You need to have what the Skell. It's level 36, so I'm kind of above my level, but it makes sense. Chapter 9 required, as well as Cauldros is the location. Also, you need 2 Arts of Affinity with Alexa. So, here we go.
What went wrong? How did I not see it sooner? It's so depressing.
What's up?
Thanks. That's sweet. If you don't mind listening... I was testing a Skell weapon, right? Totally normal stuff. Then the prototype starts humming, then shaking, then boom! It was a big unit, so the blast was huge. The other Skells participating in the test got all jacked up too. And let me say, the researchers were not happy. It's a miracle no one was hurt. This was my first time testing something made by someone other than Tika. Now I'm wondering if she wasn't carrying me as dead weight this whole time. Honestly, I'm bummed.
The explosion's not your fault.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't the one who made the prototype, and these things happen in tests. Still, I know I caused trouble for everyone else. Man, this sucks. But sitting here moping won't do anything. I have to tackle this one step at a time. And I could use some help. That's why you spoke to me in the first place, right? For starters, let's go apologize to Camber. Oh, right. You don't know Camber. He heads up a team of 4 super talented Skell pilots. Cool, huh? I always drop by their place and drool over their sweet rides. Seeing all 4 of them side by side is just super wow. I could just sit there staring for hours. Sorry, back to the point. It was my fault Camber's Skell got wrecked and had to be taken in for repairs. It should be in the administrative district now. Let's take a look and talk to Camber.
Alexa's feeling down after the failed weapon test. Help cheer her up. So yeah, this is a very simple affinity mission. So let's head to the administrative district and see what's up. We'll go to the hangar. And we are already here. If you want to know where they are, it's actually very close. Hey, Camber, how's it going? Are you sure you're okay, man?
Hey, Alexa. Dropping by to check up on the Skell?
Yep.
Well, thanks. That's nice of you.
It really took a beating this time, huh?
You say that like it wasn't your fault.
Mika, No, you're right. This one's on me. I'm sorry about this, Camber. You too, Mika.
Don't worry about it. Accidents happen during experimental weapons tests.
You're too soft on her, Camber. We're out of work thanks to her, stuck on the sidelines like a pair of chumps.
What?
It's not permanent. They're just running low on replacement parts. They're pretty scarce to begin with, and none are floating around on the market.
So that's why it's still not fixed.
Yeah, and without Skells, we can't do our job. So thanks for the vacation. Really. Sure, but if not for that accident, we wouldn't be short one Skell. And our next mission wouldn't demand one either.
What do you mean?
Our next mission has been decided. We're redoing the test you screwed up.
You guys are?
What, you weren't invited? Gee, I can't imagine why not. Anyway, the director of the project briefed us in person.
Oh, I see.
The test will start as soon as the Skell that someone wrecked gets fixed.
Then let me track down the parts. It's the least I can do to help.
Really?
Alexa, that's a really generous offer. But that's not really an outfitter job. They'll get the parts in eventually. Don't beat yourself up over this.
I just want to be useful. That accident was at least partially my fault.
Well, if you're sure, we won't say no.
Great. I'll have them for you lickety-split.
Ah, yes, the Skell-loving girl is at it again. The parts that they're looking for are standard blade modules from the street shreds and 6-pan analysis chips in cauldrons. Let's actually head over there. Now, outright speaking, since we're going to cauldrons again, be forewarned, of course, they're being high-level enemies. And we are here. Now, and of course, I have to change the time again because the weather condition likes sucking. One of these days, the weather condition won't suck. One of these days. Anyway, the parts you're looking for are actually very obvious to find. First, there is actually something nearby. Actually, it's all the way up there. However, there is an issue of this. I don't have everyone having Skells because I didn't want to put too many Skells in the party. Plus, the nuances of going back in and getting the Skell parts is a little bit more annoying and tedious, at least to me. Let's land, and we're good. Do I know where they are? Well, they are on the ground, but it is what it is. You gotta go around the area to look for these guys, and you'll be a big pain in the neck if you can't find them. Since there are items that can be found on the ground for material unknowing, we're gonna have to be hunting a lot of them down. Trust me, it does suck. Immensely so. And it is still one of my least favorite things in the game. But it is what it is. Thankfully, this is an opportunity to actually get items around the area and map. We're still not done with all the items here yet. There actually is items up here if you want to grab them. I believe that they're still there around here somewhere. There's one. And that's the last of it. At least around this location. The rest of them are actually located around the area a bit further downward. There is an issue of this, though. This area is actually one of the worst areas in the game because of that giant plant. You do not want to approach this area in a Skell. Believe me, it actually is a terrible idea. These enemies will attack your Skell way too frequently. The big guy especially. You want to know why? Well, let me load up for the area itself. Because that giant plant is on level 70s. I'm not kidding. It does suck. And since we finally got the last one out of the way, sheesh, that was annoying. We can finally go to a different area because I'd rather not deal with these guys. At least to me. Because it is annoying. If you go above it, it will attack you. And the last thing you need to know is the enemies have the other parts. Isn't that convenient? Yeah, not exactly the most fun thing in the world though, is it? You're probably wondering if there's an area that they have a higher spawn rate and don't have to worry about these plant monsters. Well, there are a few areas around the map. It's not convenient enough to do so. What you want to do is instead be out of the Skell for it because honestly, you don't want to accidentally trigger the level 70 enemies around the map. You really don't. Fleet Shreds are right here. Yes, they're called Fleet Shreds. Get back here, Ozo. Alright, that's it. I made you bounce. That's what you get, you stupid nuisance. Extreme Edge. Alright. These guys aren't really much of a threat on their own. Really, they're pretty easy to take down. There we go. And ironically enough, you can actually get a good amount of these blade modules out of the way and done. I won't be going for the pro placement slate in this area, only because it's a little bit inconvenient. And the fact is, there's so many enemies on the map, I'd rather not deal with them. There are only level 20 perks around the area, so you're not really too concerned about dealing with them, but still, regardless of that, let's just head north and get the free Shred over here. It shouldn't be that bad. Let's go and do Ultra Slash. That arm's almost busted. Again. One arm down, one to go. And let's do this. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, yeah. And all dead. 2 more to go. Now, you're probably wondering if there's another way to get enemies to spawn back in. You can just skip travel back to locations again, or skip back to Skell if you want to force the enemies to respawn. But not exactly the most fun thing in the world. There are enemies down this way that are easy to deal with. However, the catch is that these enemies are easy, pitifully so. But later on, there's level 30 enemies. Emerian Battlegrounds is an area I wouldn't recommend going to a bit yet. There aren't any enemies there you need to deal with that are actually required for the mission at hand, so we're not going to bother with them. The last one is, well, back in the location. Let's go back to the Skell in order to force the respawn. Forcing the respawn by using the Skell is actually the most convenient strategy if you want to guard up enemies, and honestly, it's pretty good. Now, then, let's go and give you a taste of your medicine. Ah, yes. Your arm's gone, and then your other arm is done. There we go, and there we go. Oh, I picked this team because, honestly, I wanted to get some team. Ooh, hello. Elgot Forwards of Affinity actually is the maximum he needs for all of his Affinity missions. That's actually pretty good. Let's get back to Camber and the Administrative District in the hangar. And it's currently raining in the district.
Listen up.
All right, we're back here again, and I just passed by. Sorry, Camber. Sorry, Mika. And looks like they're having a talk.
Hey, Camber, are these what you need?
Boop, boop.
Yeah, this should cover the repairs. Thanks so much, Alexa.
No sweat. I still owe you from before. If you want it.
Alexa, Tika wants you. Sounds like she has another test lined up.
Oh, thanks. I'll go check it out. You'll come too, right? Bye, you two. Good luck with your tests.
Yeah.
We'll do our best. Drop by and see us again soon, Alexa.
Will do.
The worst awkward moment when a Skell pops in a cutscene. You have to go back to the outfitter's test hangar and talk to her. What do we have to deal with? So, what do you need, Tika? Tika, yoo-hoo.
Sorry to make you wait.
Well, you're cheerier than I expected. I figured you'd still be moping. That's why I put a rush on the next job.
Aw, that's sweet. But yeah, Camber Skell is ready for repairs. Things are pretty much back to normal.
I hope you're not getting his hopes up.
Huh? About what?
Anyway, back to the task at hand. I have a new prototype for you folks to try out.
More ground gear?
I only work on Skell tech for maybe 1 in 5 projects. I know you'd prefer the opposite, but them's the breaks. I'd like you to use the prototype on the indigens I specify. There are 2 sites this time. I need to make sure it can handle different weather and terrain.
Makes sense. We're on it, Tika.
Me when I realized my TV actually had volume. Whoopsie. If anyone heard an echo, I completely apologize. I'd rather not redo the recording, though, so I hope not. Get that out of the way, and now let's actually head where we're supposed to go. Now, there is a mission we have to do. We're going to Sylvium this time. However, unlike the rest of them, we need a Sparkajet rifle. Thankfully, though, we are automatically given it, and Alexa can actually equip this. Now, unfortunately for you, it's one of those rifles. Its CP gain is massive, don't get me wrong, but its abilities and its offense is pitiful. Like, ugh, I could do so much better. Thankfully for our sanity, we just need to have the Skell weapon equipped and on another party member, and we can ignore it. Nagi did not need that, but we need it now. Let's head to 408. Thankfully, it's evening in the game, and it's becoming closer to nighttime, so we don't have to worry about it too much, but still. Now, outright speaking, I'm gonna actually do something a bit more interesting. There are items around the area, so let's go and grab them while we can. Now, on the way there, I believe there is, yes, there is. This is a refinery, or rather, a reticary. Is more of an alien reticary than anything else. These do have experience credits and battle points equipped to them, so it's actually pretty good to go after them. We could hit the enemies if we want to, but I'm rather not too concerned by them. We're almost there, though. All you have to do is wait till nighttime, which is in a few minutes. And if you know Candors, like last time, these ugly suckers exist for a reason. Let's use a Phoenix Wing first.
Start big. Move in and land a hit.
Ah, yes. Beautiful.
See ya.
See ya. Wow, I got it twice. I am not sorry in advance. Shield screen. Okay, good. We got 2 of them done and 1 to go. You're probably wondering the last one is at the very top. However, there is an engine there, but I would recommend avoiding it. Let's just fly above it and ignore it. There we go. And now we can land safely. I'd rather not deal with the engine while I am dealing with this enemy, and I'd rather not do it. Thankfully, though, our allies will just automatically follow us, so we're not too concerned by it. It's still not bad. Boom. And busted your head before you could use it. Got a little present for you, Piper Burst. And I already had to get there. Awesome job. And no, it didn't. Okay, Advanced Orthian Cecilias are actually decently useful. There is an item there, so I'm gonna actually get rid of this enemy. I'll be right back. This is gonna take a bit. There we go. I wanted to take care of that nuisance, but thankfully we're done with that. Now, let's just get rid of that, and then we're good. However, as you painfully can see, nope, I am not done yet. I have to get those enemies again. How lovely. Thankfully for my sanity, I can just skip travel back to this location at any point. Now, I'm going to go this way and see if I can get this placement site this time. And 406. However, okay, level 48-3 is nowhere near as bad. I can just deal with my own pace. Although that 41 enemy is going to be annoying. Let's go and get rid of all of them at once.
You can do this the hard way.
Phoenix Wing. Thank you. Ugh.
Nice work, y'all.
Oh, sweet. New weapons. That's actually pretty good for me. I just wanted to Skell gear out of the way, get this out of the way so we can actually get this area unlocked for us. Mostly because I can now, and I don't have to worry about it. Sadly, though, Alexa didn't manage to hit the 7-gen Candor with the rifle. So I have to do that again, and by skip traveling back to this location to get the Candor to reshow back up. I can always skip travel with the Skell, but the enemy also respawns, so not exactly the most useful ability. Thankfully for my sanity, it seems that there are still more in the same area. Although maybe it's just lying to me again. Yep, it's just lying. Actually, no, it's not lying. See that guy's just posing there like a Dio? It's actually him. If you go close.
Sure.
Yeah.
The hard way.
Hi, how's it going?
Start big.
Jamming gas. Thank goodness it missed, because jamming gas actually stops Skell outright.
Block this.
Let's block this. And present for you in the face. 3 out of 3. Finally done. Oh boy, that was annoying. The next location we have to go to is back in Cauldros, which is unfortunate, but thankfully we're at the battlegrounds. In the Amirian battlegrounds, there is several items around here we can grab if you want to, but we don't have to. But I'd rather get that out of the way of what we get here. Unfortunately, these areas have mole files, so watch out for them. Otherwise, yeah, you're pretty much good. We have to defeat Rodriguez the Twin Tusk in Cauldros. It's pretty easy of a mission, not really that bad. Honestly, out of all the affinity missions in the game, this is pretty much one of the easier ones. If you're looking for the dang enemy, it's right here. Although, the fact we're going after this guy is a bit disappointing. I was expecting something worse, mind you, but it is what it is. Let's go hit everything around us.
Start big. Move in and land a hit.
Yeah, another tyrant, but unlike the other tyrants, it's so pitifully easy now. We're pretty much fine to keep going through and blitzing everything. Really, I haven't been much threatened at all since I got access to good weapons and skills. Boom, and then let's go and do another one of these. Okay. No more knockback. I hate that. I hate when you knock back me. I really do. Well, hey, die already. Alright, it's dead, and now all I have left is, well, okay, that's it. I've had enough of this Skell aiming at wrong targets. I did not mean to do that. Well, that got my TV back up. Okay, whatever. That is it for that. Thank goodness. We're all done with that. Tika is now done. There is an item nearby, actually, if you want to look for it. You're probably wondering where it is, though. Unfortunately for my sanity, it's down below. Let's get out of our Skell, because I'd rather not risk it. And then we go underneath this area in order to find it. I only want to go down here because I want to show off this secret and nothing else. It's a little bit of a alien requiry. It looks like a Buddhism, but really it's not. I don't know what about aliens, but that's actually important for battle points and experience. And a resist time bomb. Ooh, that is good. Now, there is a placement site nearby, and I might as well grab it while we're here. I might as well grab things while we're here, because we're probably going to come back here in the future, and we might as well grab it while we can. So let's go into Skell, and then fly over to where the item is. Now, it should be a bit by north of us, however, I think I know where it is, and I don't like it. Unfortunately for me, it appears that I cannot grab that one because it's in that one area that I don't want to deal with. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. I'd rather not bother with areas that I usually don't like dealing with, especially those giant plant monsters again. So let's head back to Outfitter's test hangar. Back in the Outfitter's test hangar, you got to remember, while you're doing this mission, get the gear off of her, otherwise you cannot do anything with it. Thankfully for my sanity, I actually do have a better rifle, but we got rid of it, and now we're good. Tika, here's your weapon back. I don't need it anymore, and I really don't want it.
Nice data gathering, guys. Can I have the prototype back?
Here you go.
This thing was amazing. Not that I'm surprised, coming from you.
Alexa, did you notice anything off about the gun?
Off?
Yeah. Looking at the data, it's like there's some bug or contaminant.
Well, I suppose it is getting kind of hot.
Lose it now!
Jeez, that was close.
Are you alright?
Fine. I guess even you slip up sometimes, huh, Tika?
Yes, but not like that. That was intentional. Sabotage. Alexa, is there anyone who'd want to see you get hurt?
Someone's clearly gunning for her.
No way, you guys!
Yes, Way. And if I'm right, they already had it out for you before that failed test.
You really think it's sabotage?
Prototypes can be unstable, but we check for safety, especially before performing field tests. Yet you've just been at the center of 2 potentially fatal accidents in a row.
Fatal? You mean I almost... Holy cheese balls, that's crazy! But who would be doing it?
I have no clue. That said, I may have a way of finding out.
Really?
I'll analyze what's left of the prototype. That may tell me what they did to it.
Thanks, Tika. You're the best.
Just give me a minute here. Got it. They planted a micro-explosive in the stock. It had a radio receiver that was detonated remotely.
So, if they'd hit the button while it was on my back...
You'd be little bits on the wall.
Holy crap!
So since they didn't kill you, murder doesn't seem to be the motive. They just want your missions to fail. And by fail, I mean explode.
That's almost worse!
I don't know about that, but it is a clue. To time the detonation like that, they'd have to be watching you.
Oh my gosh. I have a stalker? Seriously? Good plan. If we can find the witness, we may be able to find the mystery creep.
Watch Alexa's back for me, will you? And maybe your own, too.
It appears someone wants to kill Alexa. That is never good. You're probably wondering, where the heck can we find this information?
Good?
So, basically speaking, sometimes you can get stuck in this mission. Eyewitness accounts road for industrial district and whatnot. So you're probably wondering the range of this mission is. It is definitely big, but it's actually around the actual locations around here. Now, you can go around the map. I'm pretty much recommending that you don't be in yourself for this. I think I've actually, yep, I did. Yep, well, that's maxed out. That's not good. Now, this mission usually was bothering me as growing up, and honestly, I never really liked this mission all that much because the motive is kind of screwy. But we'll get into that when we get there. And my Skell was run over by a truck. Lovely. So, let's ignore that for now. Yeah, I walked through a truck. That does not matter.
Did you?
You're probably wondering where the heck you can find this information. Well, if you go actually down this way and then take this route down this way, I believe it's down below, but I might be wrong. Yeah, I'm very much wrong. Can I get back up now? Thank you. So, the memory on this mission has been fuzzy at best when it comes to me. I try to remember things off memory. It's a bad habit that I need to stop doing, and rather, I should take notes before a mission's hands, because that way I don't mess up things, but I'll be honest, I don't like doing that because it's a very annoying process and a longer convoluted thing. I just don't like doing it. I just don't. And I really should break that habit. But regardless of that, there's actually information over here.
Check it out.
Chasing someone? A woman by the office went to the lower level. She's super calm though. Yeah, that's information. Down below. Down below. Down below. Mika, there you are. Now, Mika is going to be a little bit awkward of a jump to get to, but you can actually make the jump by just jumping this way. You need to do the running jump, though, otherwise you won't be able to get to it. Now, what's Mika doing here?
Mika! Oh, Alexa, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here, Mika?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I hear another prototype blew up on you. You okay?
Right as rain. Oh my gosh. It was you.
I'm sorry. I planned to do it when I was sure no one would get hurt. But then time was short and I just panicked.
Why did you do it, Mika?
Because I hate you, okay? I hate you.
Look, if this is about Camber's Skell, I'm trying to make it up to you. I'll do whatever.
That's why I hate you. I've been Camber's friend since back on Earth. But then we get here, and within 2 months you've got him wrapped around your finger. I know this is totally bitter, and I should have made a move, but you just walked in with your hair and your attitude and went for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Help me out here. Why is she mad at me?
Alexa is very much dense.
Oh, got it. Got it. Wow, you are really not smart, Mika.
Don't lie to me. You come waltzing by almost every day to chat up Camber. And he just eats it up, the fool. Then you charge off to get spare Skell parts so he'll like you more. Just to show how sweet and dedicated you are. Don't tell me that's just a coincidence.
Oh, come on. That's stupid.
It is not stupid!
I don't love Camber. I love his Skell. The reason I visit you guys all the time is to look at your gear. And I only wanted to get those parts because the idea of a wrecked Skell makes me totally sad.
You've got to be kidding me.
Honestly, the only love in my life is giant robots. Come on, help me out here. This lady is crackers.
I'm gonna say agree.
Yes! Somebody else finally gets it! I honestly think I could live forever in a Skell's arms.
Until it crushed you to death? Anyway, you've both made it clear you're freakishly obsessed with Skells. Meanwhile, I've made it clear that I'm a stupid, jealous idiot. I'm really sorry, Alexa. Forgive me?
I'll forgive you if you promise to let me take your Skell for a spin sometime.
That's all you want?
All? That's huge!
You've got yourself a deal. Just don't break it.
Yay!
You got it.
The whole situation was a messy jealousy fit. Of course. And Alexa is dense as a block. Overclock is the art you get for this. And for its affinity for Doug. And that is a good amount of time. Let's go and get a heart-to-heart done. I am feeling a bit... What time is it in game? It's morning. Early morning, in fact. I believe... Let us do... Boy, it is hard to find early morning ones, but I can do morning ones. It usually happens to me. You know what? Since this episode's all about Alexa, let's go to Alexa's next one. We first had to kick her out of the party, sadly. Now, Alexa's entirely a Skell nut, if you catch my drift. She is one of the sillier characters in the game, and she can be an enjoyable person when it comes down to it. But, man, the whole situation is just one cluster nut, where it's just her mixing it up things. Man, that's hilarious. I never had the issue of that because I'd never had a relationship before, but still. Oh, man, that's funny. So, Alexa should be right here looking at a Skell again. He called these skulls yellow hammers. Okay, a mechanic named Matthew called them that. And it hasn't really caught on at all. But it's still pretty cool. Apparently, the two-wheel type is too underpowered for construction work, so they use a four-wheel model. In other respects, it's basically identical to the models used by Blade. But they paint it a different color and, of course, give it a bunch of industrial attachments. So if you remove the attachment and review its internal configuration, you can come into with Blade Skell weapons, no sweat. Furthermore, Alexa, I can admire your admiration. But, oh no, I'm not really good at this stuff. I'm still learning, you know. I couldn't possibly keep up with any of the veteran mechanics. Still, I gotta enjoy it every day since we landed here on Mira. Yes, we've had a lot to learn. People get angry at me, lives are in danger, the gangling are a bunch of jerks, and blah, blah, blah. I get it. All that sucks. But I've been never been this excited about anything before, and that drives me to work as hard as I can. Oh, whoops. I promised Tika I'd help her out, or test that new weapon after this. She'll be furious if I'm late. Sorry I spent this whole time taking your ear off. Next time, I'll give you a chance to talk. Heart to heart. Dragon's Maw. That heart to heart is done, and Dragon Maw is done. And I think for that, I think we're gonna end this off right here, right there. So, next time on Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, this time I'll actually have it right. It is actually doing missions for the Prone, both the Tree and Cavern clans. See you all next time.